roots of my optimism? Roots, science, science, math. Now math, I understand. I think we need an equation for optimism. Well, let's think this through for a minute. Nature plus nurture plus choice would equal optimism. And the beauty of this optimism equation is that you can always get the correct answer. You can be born the most pessimistic person on earth into the most unloving nurture scenario possible and still be an optimist. Now this philosophy we just laid out is what leads me to believe that the roots of my optimism are inside me. Let's look at this optimism equation a little more closely. The first variable is nature. Some people are just born to look at the bright side. That is, their hidden superpower is that they're pre-programmed for joy. That is simply the nature of nature. Now I am not one of these people. The fact that I need a math equation to illustrate the roots of my optimism might have tipped you off to this fact. My mind's hardwired for the logical, and optimism is oftentimes illogical. Hope in the face of adversity does not naturally compute. I am a realist. My natural programming prohibits me from having the blind faith of the innately joyful. Natural-born optimists are provided the internal technology to see the good in everything. Now, despite my best efforts, I've yet to develop a mathematical formula that will change my natural programming from realist to optimist. So how can I possibly be the roots of my optimism if I'm not a natural-born optimist? Well, to counterbalance nature, we have nurture. Nurture is the direct influence others have on your life. This variable comes from your community, school, home, place of worship. They all expose you to a variety of perspectives that build the core of your understanding. Now, as people, we don't always have control over our circumstances. The nurture of our equation is for many at risk. Thankfully, mine is not. I have been fortunate enough to be born into a loving family, and I am the son of a natural-born optimist. By the way, she is convinced I will do a fantastic job today. This environment has provided me with the opportunity to begin fostering my roots. Not everyone is so lucky. The most common example of this is the backstory of every DC or Marvel superhero ever made. You cannot ignore the data here. Statistically, a common connection between all of these heroes is that something went horribly wrong in their nurture environment. Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, and Iron Man all had their family unit destroyed by criminal violence. Captain America was bullied for being poor. Thor was banished from his home and made an outcast, and the Black Widow was kidnapped and brainwashed to become an assassin. What do all these characters have in common? Nurture was not on their side. So why is it that we idolize them? Because they rose above their nurture. They got the correct answer in the optimism equation because they refused to let their nurture variable define them. So how is it that when both nature and nurture fail, we can still emerge optimistic? This leads me to the final variable. It is the X factor in this life equation, the holy grail, the variable to end all variables. It is the factor of choice. My own roots are within me because I choose to be an optimist. The choice variable is 100% within my control. It requires no special gadgets, no suit of armor. It is not affected by kryptonite. This variable is immune to the doubts of the world, which means it is a choice I have to make every single day. And some days are harder than others. Choice allows us to foster our own growth no matter the circumstance. Even when the odds are stacked against you, choice is the great equalizer. Not only does your choice affect you, but it affects others, because the world is watching, searching for new optimists to drive it forward. Tipping the scale of choice in my favor has allowed me to solve the optimism equation. Now the real question is,